What's up, bitches? 2025 is here, season 14 of the ABC League. Man, I'm hyped, man. This is going to be a season to remember. First off, I want to start by saying, and I don't care if it's collusion, Legendary Giant cannot win this year. I'm just putting it out there. He's won 3 in a row. It's enough already. All right? All right. That's my PSA for you guys. All right. The draft is Saturday. Let me give you a little bit of information on what's going on this Saturday. Doors open at 2 o'clock. Food will be ready by 2:30. At 2 o'clock, there's going to be chips and stuff, whatever. By 2:30 is when the food is going to be out. Listen, keeping it chill this year. It's going to be some pizza. It's going to be some Parmesan sandwiches. It's going to be a little side things here and there. It's going to be good. 3 o'clock, the draft starts. It's going to be a live draft on the Sleeper app. For those who are going to be live in person, it's going to be a very good time. For those who are going to be remote, you can follow on your laptops, on your phone. Listen, everybody's going to have a minute to make their pick. That being said, especially for the people who are not going to be at the live draft, there are going to be times I'm going to pause it for a variety of reasons. So be prepared, because we're bullshitting, because I'm having an IT issue and it's not working, because for whatever reason. So just be prepared. There's some rule changes this year. Rule change number 1. This is the last year where you draft rookies and you get to keep them in that same round the following year. That changes because now, starting next year, the 2026 season, you get to keep whatever 2 players you want, and then the draft starts. So, 2 players, it won't matter if you drafted Jackson Dart in the 15th round. Doesn't matter this for next year, because next year you either have to keep him as one of your 2 keepers. You don't get to keep him in the 15th round. That's no longer a thing. Second thing, service time for players being kept. Players can be kept for a max of 2 years before they go back into the pool, regardless on what team they're on. What does that mean? So Jordan has Josh Allen. He's kept Josh Allen for a year. If he decides to keep him again next year, and then he tries to trade him to somebody, when that person gets Josh Allen, they don't get to keep him for 2 years after that. Josh Allen's still going into the pool. So in the 2027 NFL season, Josh Allen will be available in the draft. And that goes for all players across the board. And it didn't reset. So it doesn't mean like, oh, well, last year I kept this person, this year is actually 1 because no, it doesn't reset. So if you kept someone last year and you kept them again this year, this is the second year. Next year, they go back into the pool. So keep that in mind, especially when you guys are trading. Listen, feel free to reach out to ask me, hey, does this person have any service time? That's the term I'm going to use. Service time means that they were kept. I will let you know. I will check the records. I'm also going to put it inside the app so everyone can see the people who were kept this year and how many years they've been kept. No more trading future draft picks from 2 years ahead. What does that mean? In this draft, you can trade 25 picks with each other. You can even trade 26 picks. You cannot trade 27 picks. You cannot trade 2 years in advance those picks out. That's no longer valid. What other news? As you remember, tight ends, they're 1.5 points per reception compared to every other position player. That's only 1 point. I advise go into the settings of the app. Look at the scoring of everything. Defense, kicking. I've added some tweaks with the defense scoring. Now we're including yardage and points. And if it's, a lot of points given up, now it's negative against you. So make sure to pay attention to that. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for the changes. Like I said, the major one is just the draft pick thing next year. Now it's just you get to keep the 2 players you want and the draft starts. Like I said, doors open at 2. Draft opens at 3. Draft starts at 3. I'm looking forward to it. One more reminder: dues are due Saturday. Don't make me chase after you. You see it on the app. It has the tracker. $50 is the entry to play. Winner gets $700. Please pay your dues by the draft. Appreciate it. Um, we're also going to talk Saturday about the football outing so we could do the Giants game as we do every year for tailgating. The date it looks like maybe, I think November 2nd against the 49ers. I think that's the date. First week of November. I'm looking at that date, potentially doing it. I mean, we could do a different day. We could do. I mean, we could also do like I think against a Cowboy or something like that. Tickets are gonna be a little more expensive those days. If you guys don't mind, we could definitely do that. I prefer to do it on a warmer time of the year than the colder time. So like November 2nd is like the farthest I'm trying to push it. The only week I can't do is the week of the Charger game. I am going to the freaking the Ryder Cup, which I've never experienced before. That's gonna be an interesting experience. But like I said, we could talk about that at the draft also. And maybe we could convince Frank to do a poker night. Like, what's going on, Frank? Let's do this, man. He teased us. He had a poker night. Shit was awesome. And then, like, so hopefully we can convince him to do that too. All right, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I wish everybody great luck this season. It's gonna be interesting. I don't pick to the fourth round, so for the first 3 rounds, I'm just gonna be you know, bullshitting and just chilling. But wish everybody luck. And remember, Juan cannot win this year. You guys have a good week. I'll see you Saturday. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll talk to you guys soon. G-Man.